Hello again, everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Foxtrot. A Cessna flight training device that I built right here at home. Duffy Fluffy, hello, welcome my friend. This evening is an event I'm hosting with the Virtual USA Flying Club. For those in the United States, everyone knows that the Ohio State and Michigan football game is one of the biggest rivalries of the year, and we've been presented with free tickets to go and attend the game tomorrow. So I figured it might be a good idea to fly in and go ahead and support either of our teams. So it's just going to be a pretty basic event, just a fly-in type of event. The destination is going to be at everyone's choice, and the origination will be at everyone's discretion, and the final destination will be OSU. So my event briefing doesn't actually start until 7 p.m. With the Virtual USA Flying Club, so we do have a few minutes that we're gonna kill real quick. Let me just go ahead and bring up my Discord, and we'll head on over to Virtual USA Flying Club and get things prepared over that way. So let's do that real quick. We'll head over here, and we'll go here, and do that. Okay. Alright. Audio, video. Okay. Okay. So if I did that right, you should, okay. Duffy Fluffy, nothing yet on MSFS. Still waiting on still waiting on be able to change the zoom factors for the separate displays. So we're going to be in X-Plane 11 this evening during our fly-in into OSU. How's everyone doing this evening?
Good evening.
Hey Steven, how's it going?
Good. Just got done watching the FAA OSU video on hotspots at OSU.
Nice. I am glad that you were diligent and did that. But no, I appreciate that. Good deal. Have you flown into OSU before?
Nope. Just blowing up the NOTAMs now.
Right.
Have you?
Yeah, it was my training field, and in real life, and virtually I fly into it quite a lot. So we got about 5 minutes before our briefing's actually gonna start. But meanwhile, I do hope everyone has had a good holiday yesterday.
Happy Thanksgiving. I did. Hope you had the same.
Duffy Fluffy X-Plane 12 does allow me to zoom in and out independently, but right now it's a beta and still kind of buggy. And since I am going to be in an event tonight, I figured it might be best to just use something that's a bit more established and true. And X-Plane 11 should be alright. I didn't want to crash the desktop when we were actually flying in the middle of our event. We're going to depart out of Lunken Field near Cincinnati, Ohio, and make a couple stops along the way to Claremont County, and then we'll head up to Wilmington Air Park. And we'll just make our way up to OSU. It's going to be kind of a simple route for us. Going to keep it local here. We got some more people starting to funnel in here. Give it about 5 more minutes and I'll kick the briefing off. Let's see.
Looking like a nice VFR flight to this evening.
Yeah, we should have some decent weather going into OSU this evening. Let's see, TFRs. Yeah, so they do already have the TFR in effect. Duffy Fluffy, this is not a flight school. OSU offers a flight school, but right now we're just going to be flying into OSU for an event I created for the Virtual USA Flying Club. Alright guys, I got about 4 minutes till 7, and we'll give it a little bit more time for some people to trickle in. I'll start kicking the briefing off. Rob, hello my friend. I'm glad to see you're going to be flying in the event this evening. And Rob's flying from Burke Lakefront to OSU on the Cessna 172 and X-Plane 12. Awesome, awesome. We're just about there. Let's see here. Alright, that'll work. Good fixins, hello. Alright, 7 o'clock, let's get this show on the road. Alright everyone, by my clock I do have 1900 Eastern, 0100 Zulu. I'd like to welcome and thank everyone for coming into my first actual event that I'm hosting with the Virtual USA Flying Club. I do hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving holiday if you do celebrate that. Gonna be a pretty simple event this evening. We've been graciously gifted virtual tickets to tomorrow's game between the Ohio State University Buckeyes and the Michigan Wolverines. KOSU has graciously offered us free transportation from the airport to the stadium. So for this evening, let's just go ahead and fly into OSU, and we'll go ahead and support our favorite teams. A couple things to note: OSU is a Class Delta. It does reside within the one of the outer shelves of CMH Class Charlie there. So ceiling's going to be 2,500 feet within the Delta. The Ohio State University Stadium is just west of CMH, a couple miles straight off of the runway. It'll be the 28 runway corridor there. We should have some sufficient ATC coverage going into OSU. Hopefully, I did put the request in, and they seem to be okay with it. So I imagine about 7:30 or so we should start seeing at least an OSU tower pop up. Again, this is hopefully. I did get a response from ZID, but I didn't actually get confirmation that we will have coverage, but it does look promising. If for some reason we do not have coverage into OSU, we'll be treating it as an uncontrolled field. We will maintain Unicom 122.8 and make our traffic calls accordingly. Hopefully everyone went through my short briefing here. There's some scenery for both X-Plane and Flight Simulator that I put in the briefing just to kind of help make this event a bit more, just a bit more fun, because having been an X-Plane and MSFS without this add-on scenery, it does all right. It's just not as good as it can be. So, all right. With all of that being said, so far, does anybody have any questions yet? Okay, great. Just do me a favor, go ahead, please put a Virtual USA Flying Club in the remarks of your VFR flight plan. Time is going to be entirely up to you. You can fly day, you can fly night, but please just make sure that it is a VFR, because we don't know what type of overlying ATC coverage we're going to have for an IFR flight plan. Helos are more than welcome at OSU. There's plenty of helo landing space northeast of the field. Other than that, I don't think that I have anything. After you land, please go ahead and put your route and the time you landed in the temporary channel of the Virtual USA Flying Club for the OSU fly-in, so that we can get an accurate event count. I would greatly appreciate that. So, with all of that said, now does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, does the runway have runway lighting?
It does. Both of the east-west runways have HIRL lighting, so it is quite visible. And 05 has MIRL. 0523 has MIRL. Any other questions? Alright, great. I do want to thank everyone for being patient with me, as this is my first actual event as the sole host. So I do want to thank everyone for coming in to the event this evening. And if nobody else has any further questions, please be safe during flying. Mind your airspace. Keep an eye out for ATC that may pop up. And like I said, if you want to tour the OSU stadium, It is also under a CMH shelf, so make sure you're under 2,500 feet. There is currently a TFR in effect for OSU right now, but that's going to be primarily for tomorrow's game. But if we do have an approach online or an Indy Center, feel free to go ahead and request traffic advisories and do some touring of the Ohio Stadium and City of Columbus. If nobody else has anything going on, any other questions or concerns, everyone fly safe, and we will see you at OSU.
Very good.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah, thank you very much, and thank you for the scenery as well. I'll see you guys in OSU.
Alright, thanks everyone. I'm going to remain on the Discord should anyone have any pop-up questions. But other than that, we will see you at OSU.
Awesome. Sounds good. Thank
Okay. Alright, yeah, I think we are ready to head to the aircraft ourselves. We're going to be departing out of Lunkin, as I said earlier, and we're just going to make a couple stops along the way. Yeah, see you at the aircraft in just a minute. Alright, welcome aboard, Felicity. Sorry it was such a long walk for us to get out here. Let me pull my briefing, Discord briefing back up here so that we can monitor that from the aircraft. Okay. Alright, got my Discord audio set up here. Alright, we're going to be flying our Peterson Katmai out of Lincoln Field. Give me just a second while I untangle my headset here. Alright. Let's go ahead and get connected to our VATSIM network. Connect this type. Type 182. Okay. Got VATSIM connected. Let's go ahead and file a VFR flight plan. Flight plan. Call sign this evening, November 8033 Foxtrot. VFR, we're going to type 182. Lightweight category, we are slant gulf today. Departure, we are at Kilo Lima, uniform Kilo. Off block time, let's see. 8, 9, 10, so that would be 00, we'll just say 0025. It's about 10 minutes from now. Cruise altitude, I'm just gonna file 3000. Yeah, 3000 for now. Airspeed, we'll do about 120. Our arrivals, OSU. En route time, what did I plan that at? About an hour or so, roughly, maybe. We'll just say an hour and a half with our stops. Fuel endurance, let's go over our fuel weight and balance real quick. You and I on board with our gear and both wings fully fueled gives us about 6 hours of flight time. We are just shy of max gross at 3050, gross being 3100. Melvin Leroy, hello my friend, good evening, welcome. We have 6 hours and 7 minutes of fuel. We're gonna be, route is from here, we're gonna hit to Batavia, check out Sporty's pilot shop at I-69er, and then we're gonna head to Wilmington, And we'll probably hit a couple others along the way. Let's see. Kind of want to stop at the port. Might need to stop at the Porta-John though. Where's the Porta-John at? There it is. I always forget its identifier. 2OH8. Alright. So we put the Porta-John on our route, and despite the name of that private airfield, there are no public facilities at the field. But it is a convenient field right along Interstate 71. Okay. So we've got our weight balance and fuel discussed. And what was that? 2OH8? Yeah. Got our route in there, and let's just go ahead and put Virtual USA Flying Club in our remarks. Melvin, my friend, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving and got to spend some time with the family. Okay, we got our remarks in there. Flight plan looks good. Alright, we do have Columbus approach pop on. Okay. Duffy Fluffy, is X-Plane 11 better than 12? When X-Plane 12 was working for me, I really enjoyed X-Plane 12. But after Beta 9, it has not been working stable for me. Will it be better than X-Plane 11? I'm sure it will. Some people it's running great for them currently. For me, since they redid they went to. Seems like ever since they went to borderless windowed mode, I've had nothing but issues across multiple displays. But nevertheless, the scenery for this evening was actually designed for X-Plane 11, so that's another reason why I chose to do it. I did try an X-Plane 12, and it works. Don't get me wrong, it does work. But for stability, we are going to be using X-Plane 11 this evening. Alright, let's get things started up here. You know what? I forgot to enable my weather engine, so I do need to step out real quick and turn that on so that we can have some accurate weather. Alright, weather engine is turned on. Melvin, we'll see you at OSU. Fly safe. Alright. Please go ahead and keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the duration of the flight. In fact, do me a favor, go ahead and tug on that for me, make sure it's alright, that does seem secure. Thank you for that. Our Hobbs time is 2, 3, something, something. And of course my flashlight doesn't want to work. 2, 3, 9 or 6. Two, 3, 9 or 6.4. And tack time 76.2. Okay. Got our Hobbs and tack. Circuit breakers all in. And alternate static is in. Seat track, let's get scooted up. Make sure we can reach the flight controls. Okay. Flight controls feel good. Our avionics are off. Our autopilot is off. Let's make sure our carb heat is off, and it is. Make sure it's going to go full rich. We are in a carbureted model, so I'm going to have to prime it probably 4 or 5 times. It hasn't been started in a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. That 5th one's always a bit difficult. 5. Primer's in and locked. Okay. Throttle slate. Brakes on. Clear prop. Looks clear in the left. And clear in the right. I don't see anybody up front. Let's get our master on. Beacon. And mags to start. Clear. Okay, we do have engine rotation. Oil pressure is in the green. Gonna hang out here in the ramp for a little bit for our oil temperature to come up. Let's go ahead and turn our landing light on for safety so we can be seen. And turn our avionics on. There's no visible moisture currently. I shouldn't have to worry about pitot heat, but we are gonna keep an eye out on that. And transponder on. Mode Charlie. Okay. Pre-taxi checklist, seat belt, seat harness. I'll get my seat belt on at the last minute here. Flaps are up. Avionics are on. ATIS, let's get some local weather. 122, okay.
Kilo Lima Uniform Kilo Airport Information Delta 2353 Zulu Weather Wind Calm Visibility 10 Sky Clear Temperature 4 Dew Point 1 Altimeter 3019er Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Let's hear that again.
Kilo Lima Uniform Kilo Airport information Delta 2353 Zulu weather wind calm visibility 10 sky clear temperature 4 dew point 1 altimeter 3019er advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Calm winds, clear skies. Man, probably couldn't have asked for a better evening.
Kilo Lima
3019er. Puts us right about, what is that, about 480? Is that match field elevation here? 483. That looks good. Let's say we got some accurate weather information. Okay. AWOS check altimeter. We set that. Transponders on. ADS-B is tied into our nav lights. Let's get those on. ADS-B. Okay. Attitude indicator, turn coordinator, and brakes will test on the roll. Let's go ahead and set our heading indicator to compass while we're here, though. That looks good there. Alright, I think that I'm gonna be ready to taxi. Winds are calm, so I suppose we could take any runway, technically. Uh, 2-1 rate could be a viable option. We're literally right there. Wouldn't have to taxi very far at all. Let's just make sure that we don't have a center for clearance. It doesn't look like it. So we're going to treat this as an uncontrolled field. So we're going to get on Unicom 122.8. KW for life. Hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. I think it's been a little while since I've talked to you. I did have a good Thanksgiving, and I certainly hope you did as well. Okay, oil temperature slowly starting to come up into the green here. We'll be ready to taxi here shortly. Yeah, I figure we'll just go ahead and take 2-1 right since we're literally right here. Right, parking brake off. Let's begin our taxi roll here. So our turn coordinator and heading indicator is working. Attitude indicator is working as well. Okay. And here's our hold short line right here. Strobes going on. Let's check one more time, because again we are in a delta. I want to make sure. Alright, so we are still uncontrolled. Okay. Lunken traffic, Peterson 8033 Foxtrot is going to be taking runway 25 right and going to be making a right downwind departure to the, correction, left crosswind departure to the east, Lunken Field. Let's just see here. So I'm going to assume left traffic for everything. Okay. So from here we're going to just make a quick jaunt over to I-69er and touch down there. 21, 21, 21. Alright, all that lines up. Lincoln traffic, Peterson 8033 Foxtrot, taking 21 right, left crosswind departure to the east, Lincoln. Curb heat's off. Let's ease in that throttle, it's going to help with our rudder on takeoff. Get some right rudder, maintain that center line. Airspeed's coming alive, rotate. Positive rate. Let's climb out of VY. Looking for 80 knot climb out. That's what I've got there. And we're going to make our turn about 700 AGL, so that's going to put us right around 1200. There we go. Lincoln traffic 8033 Foxtrot, turning left crosswind 21 right, departing the area to the east, Lincoln. Alright, there's our departing runway. Our first stop is only a couple miles away. In fact, I do already have the field in sight. Let's climb up to about 2500. Here we are, let's level off here. And I'm going to bring this power back. Trim up just a bit. What's going to be on our landing checklist? Mixture is going to be for rich fuel to both carb heat as needed. Uptime their instruments. Batavia gives us a 04 and 22 runway. Is that right? I believe that's right. Yep, 0422. This is one of the. This is where we're landing at first. Is actually. Of the 5 airports total this evening, 3 of them I designed for X-plane. That's going to be Sporty's where we're landing at. And then OSU is going to be our final destination. I designed that one. And the Porta-John is one that I designed as well. About 5 miles east already, or west of Sporty's, Claremont County. Claremont County traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is 5 to the west, going to be making a left base runway 04, full stop, Claremont County.
Looking traffic radio check.
5 by 5.
Just be advised, our ATIS information at Go Fields Landing to center right left.
Copy.
Alright, let's go ahead and start our descent. Carpet it on. Power it back. Claremont County traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is 3 miles west, going to be entering a left base runway 04, full stop, Claremont County. Field elevation 843. About 300 feet higher than where we took off from. So pattern's gonna be roughly 1800, I would imagine. Claremont County traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, left base 2 final, approach 04, full stop, Claremont County. A little bit further away than I expected me to be when I rolled out here. So I'm going to give some power just to maintain this altitude till we get a little bit closer to the field. And there she is.
Anyone else get the new X-Plane 12?
Yeah, I've got it.
How is it? I just bought it and downloaded it today. I haven't tried it out yet.
It's still got its, you know, got its bugs to work out. It is still a beta, but I almost can't even load into 11 anymore. When I look at the trees and the terrain and stuff, it just doesn't look as good.
Wow, really? It's that big of a difference?
To me it was, but I realize, you know, even with ortho, I put ortho in 12, and it's just way, the 3D trees and stuff just makes such a huge difference.
Alright, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just not looking forward to installing all the add-ons and everything I had with 11.
Yeah, it's a pain.
Install those add-ons one at a time to ensure compatibility as well.
Yeah, first of all, the FS Economy, and then of course X-Pilot, and then I'm hoping that my Reality expansion pack for the 172 works with it.
Well, SimCode has just dropped an update for their rep pack for 12, so that should be compatible.
Say again, you were broken.
SimCoders who does rep just made a new update for 12, so that will be compatible.
Oh, for the 172 rep?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, pretty much all the rep packs are already working. I've got the one for the
WestJet,
Beaver.
my friend, thanks for stopping in, saying hi. I greatly appreciate it.
Work at this point.
Alright, so I just grabbed the same file out of the X-Plane and drop it in there with the 12.
So here we are at Sporty's, Batavia.
I think you might have to download a fresh copy from the store that you bought it from.
This
you
is
have
my
to buy it again?
my airport
no,
design.
No. They'll just have a separate download. I don't remember if they did it for the rep packs, but a lot of the planes, they just have a separate download link for the 12 version. Or sometimes they come with a 12, like an ACF file that you have to rename or replace or whatever, but it's, you just download it from the same place.
Copy.
Alright, I'm gonna set my...
Does 12 give 2020 a run for its money?
I'm gonna set my parking brake.
With the default scenery, no.
I'm gonna go check on the kids real quick.
Compete.
Let me lean out.
I tend to prefer the trees in 12 a little bit better, just because they actually have like branches and stuff, and they don't look like cotton candy. The clouds are not. I don't think the clouds are quite there yet either, but they have said that they don't have the final cloud textures in place yet, so. You know, I don't know if they'll get much better or not, honestly, but
parking brake
it's
on.
still X-Plane.
Right.
So if you
right back.
parts of X-Plane 11 better than Microsoft Flight Simulator, you'll still like those parts better than Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Have you tried FS Economy with 12 yet?
I have not. I gave up on FS Economy quite a while ago.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you for the input, Benjamin. That was Benjamin, wasn't it?
That was Brett.
Sorry, Brett.
No problem.
Did they change the GUI at all in 12?
Not in any meaningful way. There's some of the items have kind of a new look, but it's not really that any different than 11.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Did anyone pick up any good aircraft during Black Friday sales for X-Plane 12?
Well, I just bought X-Plane 12 today and installed it. I haven't even started it yet, so no, I haven't.
Looking traffic, Global 2 Papa Golf, taxi
Nope,
3 Alpha Charlie.
My X-Plane 11 stuff to be updated.
Yeah, mine too. I got this King Air from Aerofoil Labs, and I'm waiting for that to come out for it breaks, it seems like, with X-Plane 12, but 11 it works fine.
Yeah, I've got that one too. They're gonna take forever, I think, because Airfoil Labs just in general takes forever.
Yeah, the 172 that they have was pretty good, that digital one, but and now that's X-Plane 12 compatible. But yeah, I think the 350 is gonna take forever.
I hate to say it, I haven't been flying much on the sim lately, and when I have, it's been the 152 in 2020. But I find even with its nice scenery, I still have a tendency to yawn during cruise flight.
Alright.
Yeah, right now I'm flying from University Park in Pennsylvania, so it's pretty much cruise right now. So.
Yeah, I'm flew out of West Virginia Jaeger International. So.
Alright, your seatbelt's back on.
That was a hilly airport. The parking spot I chose actually put me outside the airport fence.
Okay.
Is it clear? Because I know once I got past there,
I'm gonna turn my Discord audio off until we get airborne again, so I can make my traffic calls. Alright, full rich, parking brake off. Batavia traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is at the ramp, taxiing runway 04 Batavia. Honker 125, hello friend. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Welcome, welcome. This is an event I'm hosting with the Virtual USA Flying Club. It's an OSU fly-in. So, glad to see you pop in for a minute there. Get back on that center line. You're going downhill. Slow down.
Working traffic, Global 2, Papa Golf is barring 3 right.
Claremont County traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, is taking runway 04 straight out departure, Claremont. Stop here. Alright, we do have a displaced threshold that doesn't affect our takeoff, it only affects our landing. Let's go ahead and utilize this space. And full power, rudder maintain center. Airspeed, rotate, positive rate. Climbing out of VY about 80 knots. We do have a little bit of time to kill, so tell you what I might want to do. Let's just let's head back towards Cincy real quick. I just installed a model set for Cincinnati, so I want to go fly through and check it out. It's by the same guy that did my Columbus models for the city of Columbus, and I'm really impressed with them. So I want to go check out the Cincinnati skyscrapers and models that he did. Just check here, make sure we're not going to bust anything, and no, we're not. Everything's on Unicom in the area. So let's just be mindful of our shelves here. So as long as we're under 2100, we should be able to tour the skyline area. Looks like that second shelf out of the Class Bravo there at Cincinnati is a 2100 foot ceiling. And I do have the Cincinnati skyline in sight. Lunken traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is 3 miles east. We're going to be overflying the field at 2100 Lunken. The stadium is here just north of the river, so we're going to go check out the Bengals and Reds Stadium. A couple of them there. Cruise checklist. Throttle prop mixture instruments. Everything's looking good there. So we are technically in Lunken's airspace right now. They've got up to 3,000 in this shelf here, on this outer ring of the Bravo. So it looks like there's maybe 500 feet of almost uncontrolled space there. Looks like Cincinnati. Let's get down a little bit lower. Car keyed on. Power back. Prop high. The name of this scenery package is Cincinnati VFR. Can be found on the explain.org website. And we'll also be using Columbus VFR, done by the same individual. The bridge models seem to look pretty accurate. There's a suspension bridge. AGL. Don't think we should get much lower than that. Let me turn our carpet back off. There's the old Omni Hotel. Yeah, this guy does a pretty good job with these custom objects. Let me tell you what. There's a stadium there. Suspension bridge. There's the Bengals Stadium. Yeah, this is a pretty good scenery package for Cincinnati. A lot of custom objects. Okay, a couple towers right there. There should be another stadium. Right there. Alright, let's get up out of here and make our way to our next destination. But I really do enjoy the Cincinnati scenery package, let me tell you what. Next stop, Wilmington Airport. Kilo, India, Lima, November. But I think before we go there, we're going to do a fly under the Jeremiah Morrow Bridge. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Martha Lunkin, who is actually the airport we took off of, was named after her family name. A couple years ago, she performed a stunt that got her license revoked. She flew under the Jeremiah Morrow Bridge. I mean, granted, there's plenty of room to do so. There was some construction workers under there at the time that happened to catch the incident, and FAA got wind about it and revoked her certificate. But there's nothing that the virtual FAA can do for us, so we're gonna fly back under the Jeremiah Morrow Bridge on the way back up to Wilmington. Cruise checklist, throttle prop, mixture instruments. Alright, everything was looking good there. I want to thank everyone for coming in this evening, hanging out and flying. Fluffy, Fluffy, thank you. Thank you. No snow currently. We've got live weather on right now. And snow isn't rendered in X-Plane 11, but even if we were in 12, we wouldn't have snow. Currently, anyway. Alright, I'm gonna climb up to 3,000. That is our cruise altitude. A little bit of rudder for our climb out. Alright, here's our 3,000.
Cessna 26 Quebec, Cessna 150, descending from 2,500, entering a crosswind 28.
So our plan is to come in and grab this ravine right here, at Morrow. We'll drop down into the ravine and we'll fly that up through and under the Jeremiah Morrow Bridge.
Start my check.
The Absolute Menace, hello, welcome. If it weren't for the title, I would think this is real. Well, that is kind of my goal. I try to keep things as realistic as possible for everybody. So welcome aboard Felicity, a Cessna flight training device that I built at home. Pleasure to have you.
Traffic November 2964 Bravo, we entering downwind for runway 33.
We are on for those of us that just joined, we are on an event that I'm hosting with the Virtual USA Flying Club. We are flying into OSU to catch tomorrow's football game versus Michigan. Okay, let's a couple minutes we're going to prepare for our descent down into the ravine. This is not a maneuver that I would do in real life, but I do enjoy recreating some of these real life incidents that have happened.
Helicopter 29 November Echoes, approximately 7 miles to the southeast at 1,700, heading eastbound into traffic.
Let's get back up to our 3,000 altitude real quick.
Hey, Marin, yep. Yeah, I'm headed that way. I'll be that way. I'll be there about 15 minutes. Yeah, I'll land at your rim. I'll land on the south meadow there, just over the tree line. Avoid the horses. Yeah, come. Yep. Traffic pipeline 45, Juliet passing east at the field northbound.
Alright, now let's drop down in here. Cope heat on. Let's pull our power back. What's on our descent checklist? Mixtures rich, prop high, carb heat as required. Don't need to grab ATIS right now. Altimeter, instruments, everything's looking good. Alright, so we're just gonna pull our power back just some more and trim for maybe a 500 foot per minute descent. And we're going to descend right down into the ravine. And we're going to fly the ravine up to the Jeremiah Morrow Bridge, fly under the bridge, and then quickly get out of there before we get caught.
Traffic Cessna 763 Sierra Papa, we are left base for 18, we'll be a touch and go staying in the pattern left turns.
Pull the power back just a little bit more.
Traffic Cessna 763 Sierra Papa up 118, we'll be making a right turn out to the northwest.
We are going to be scud running this ravine.
Traffic helicopter 75 Whiskey Delta is 3 miles to the west, and we'll be transitioning east side. We have the traffic at the base inside. We'll go behind you.
Pipeline Patrol, what's your position?
75 Whiskey Delta, we're about 2 miles to the west, 1,000.
Roger that. We're about 1 mile to the west, 2,000. Check.
We'll be staying 1,000 or below. We got you on TCAS.
Roger that.
Car paid off.
Traffic helicopter 75 Whiskey Delta 1 mile to the west. We have the landing traffic inside. Again, we'll pass behind you. Will be no factor.
Traffic, Federal 44 Juliet is 2 miles to the west, cross over the field for a left downwind 17. And traffic, Experimental 44 Juliet, turning short final 17, full stop.
Traffic Cessna 763 Sierra Papa, left base 18, there you go.
Well, the bridge was not modeled in there as I had hoped. Nevertheless, actually, there it is. Hang on. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Alright.
Traffic for Terminal 44 Juliet, cleared active 170.
Well, that was fun. Let's head to Wilmington. Let's get back up to 3,000.
Traffic Cessna 434 Sierra Papa, 6 miles west at 2,500. We're gonna enter the 45-degree left curve point.
Traffic, Cessna 763 Sierra Papa, final 18 for touch and go. Traffic, 763, we got traffic in sight, we'll follow you.
Wilmington Airport is going to be our next destination, our next full stop. We're going to do a stop and taxi back there. And we're going to have to get a hold of the approach.
Traffic bearing 788 Charlie Fox, 5 miles north-northeast. Entering a right base leg, runway 18.
Harry Papa, straight ahead approach. Welcome to the hot state. Thanks for the ATC, sir. See you in Harry Papa.
Columbus approach, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 8033 Foxtrot, Columbus approach.
Good evening, type 182 slant golf, 10 miles west of Wilmington Airport, Kilo India, Lima, November, to land with local weather.
November 8033 Foxtrot, squawk 7310, verify you looking to land at Ohio State, or was that Wilmington there?
Squawk 7310, and we're going to be doing a stop and go at Wilmington, then direct to OSU.
Traffic, Cessna 763 Sierra Papa, turning left base for 18.
Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, ready to contact. 7 miles west of the Wilmington Airport. Altitude indicates 3000. Enter the right base, runway 22 right. And you clear for the option, runway 22 right.
Enter the right base for 22 right, clear for the option, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Winds at Wilmington, wind 340 at 6.
Thanks for the winds, 33 Fox.
Approach November 1419, can exit left at the end. Beaver 1419, welcome to Ohio State. Taxi all the way to the end of runway 27 right. Exit left at Echo. Cross runway 27 left. And hold short of runway 5 on Alpha. Left at Echo, cross 27 left and hold short of over. 1419, hold short runway 5 at Alpha. Hold short runway 5 at Alpha, November 1419.
Okay, let's go ahead and make our right base. Left our right wing, make sure it's clear. So we're going to do a stop and go here at Wilmington Airport. Then once we depart, we'll do a touch and go at the Porta John. And then our final stop is going to be OSU.
Alright everyone, I just landed right now, so thanks for everything, and have a good night, guys.
You too, Earl.
Hey, thanks for coming in this evening. Thanks for coming in, I appreciate it.
Hey, I had to come in from Penn State as well, guys, so, you know, just, you know, for you OSU fans. We are Penn State.
Yeah, we welcome them all. Thanks again.
Wow, such vote of confidence there. Have a good night, guys.
Take care.
Columbus approach, Beaver 14190, holding short of runway 5 and Alpha. Beaver 14100, cross runway 5 and Alpha, taxi to ramp the Alpha. Cross runway 5 and Alpha, and to ramp the Alpha, number 14190, thanks for the ATC.
Alright, prepare for our descent, car feed on, power it back. We've got 22 right for our option, in which we are going to be doing a stop and go. And once we stop here, I need to take a quick break and be right back. Field elevation is field elevation is what's our field elevation here? $1077. Alright, so we are at pattern altitude currently. That looks good. Okay. We are in BFNE, flaps 10. Power back, and let's make our right base to final.
Columbus approach, Twin Cessna 114 Whiskey Papa is about 20 miles west of the Ohio State Airport, inbound for full stop with information Foxtrot. Cessna 114 Whiskey Papa, Columbus approach, altimeter 3016, squawk 7312. 7312, 114 Whiskey Papa. Columbus approach, November 38 Romeo, Cessna 172, we're about 9 miles north of the airport, inbound full stop.
Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude.
November 38 Romeo.
Try not to land the aircraft so that she can land.
Let her right down one, runway 27 right. 38 Romeo.
Bleed it off. There we go. Let's bring it to a full stop.
Cessna 114 Whiskey Papa, radio contact 20 miles west of the Ohio State Airport, altitude indicates 6,000. And if you have the current ATIS code, you can enter left, downwind runway 27 right.
There we are.
27 left.
Alright, I'm gonna set my parking brake.
We'll enter
Lean out for just a little bit. Gotta take a quick break and be right back. Alright. Car paid off. Parking brake off. Mixture's full rich. Okay. And here we go, full power. We were cleared for the option, so we don't necessarily need another takeoff clearance. We did essentially a stop and go. Full power, car paid's off. Rudder to maintain that center, well, almost that center line, kind of off center. Airspeeds are live and rotate. We do have positive brake. Let's climb out at VY. He told us to enter a right base, so I'm going to assume it's going to be right traffic.
Romeo 12604, right 27 right, clear to land.
Right traffic out of here.
Right 27 right, clear to land, over 3 Romeo.
I want to make my turn about 700 AGL. It's going to be about 1,700 feet. Here we are. Okay, let's continue this climb out and we make our right turn. Alright, climb up to 3,000.
Hello, 8033 Foxtrot. Proceed northbound upon leaving the class Delta, resume on navigation.
Proceed north upon leaving the Delta, resume on navigation, November 8033 Fox.
Columbus approach, good evening, FX1480 Heavy, on the ground at Columbus with information Delta, like to get our IF out of Norfolk.
Let's level off.
Now 114 Whiskey Papa, 12604, right 27 left, clear land traffic, turning right base from right 27 right. Alright, clear land, 27 left, and we got the traffic in sight, 114 Whiskey Papa. Columbus approach, this is November 190657. November 190657, Columbus approach, Columbus altimeter 3016, good evening. November 190657, altimeter set to 30.15.
About 32 miles out from our next stop.
Columbus approach, this is November 190657, requesting to descend to 3,500 feet. November 190657, for altitude, your discretion. Columbus approach, Hatch 321. Hatch 321, Columbus approach. Good evening. We are roughly 4 miles to the east-southeast of Rickenbacker International, destined for Ohio State University, requesting flight following and transition through the Charlie. Hatch 321, Columbus approach, altimeter 3016, squawk 7313.
So I just want to clarify that you don't.
We're going around. We're in the wrong reservoir.
You don't need an exclusive clearance to go through with Charlie. You just need to be in contact with ATC.
Right down 127 right. Go around.
Unlike a,
right down 127 right this time. 38 Romeo.
unlike a Bravo where you need an exclusive clearance through the airspace, in a Charlie you do not. You just need to be in contact with ATC, and they will tell you, you know, if there's something you need to avoid.
We are northeast of the field at 2,500 VFR. Number 11816, Columbus approach, altimeter 3016. 16, 321, radar contact, altitude 4,500, about 4 miles east of the Ringback Airport, the Columbus altimeter 3016. Roger, 321.
Web 260 at 4. Visibility 10. Sky clear for 12000.
Be advised, traffic at your 2 to 3 o'clock at the same altitude. He's headed right for you. Just want to let you know that he's inbound at the same altitude.
Who was that radio call for?
I was for Skyhawk 19657. Columbus approach, number 3 Romeo on a right downwind for runway 27 right. Number 38 Romeo, traffic says. Traffic on a 2 mile final, runway 27 left, runway 27 right, clear to land, wind 26.
Sky clear for 12000.
7 right, clear to land, number 3 Romeo.
5. 2.-1. Altimeter 3016. Visual approach is in use. Landing runway 27 left and 27 right. Departing runway 27 right.
With contact. Number 19657, suggest you climb or descend to 4,500 or 2,500. Descending to 4,000 feet.
About halfway there.
Good evening, Twin Cessna 98 Delta Mike. Twin Cessna 98 Delta Mike, Columbus approach. Yes sir, good evening, Twin Cessna 98 Delta Mike at 3,500, currently 20 miles to the north of west, requesting a full stop Cessna 310 with Foxtrot, and we have traffic in sight. Cessna 98 Delta Mike, squawk 7316. 7316 at 8 Delta Mike.
Setting our course for 059er. It's going to be direct to our next destination.
Columbus approach, November 19657. I have eyes with contact. Type 19657, roger. Delta Mike, radar contact 20 miles northwest. Your further contact 20 miles northwest of the Ohio State Airport, altitude indicates 3,500. And verify you have information Foxtrot on board for Ohio State. We have Foxtrot data. Columbus approach, November 3 Romeo, we're clear of 27 right off at Echo. November 38 Romeo, continue taxi on Echo, cross runway 27 left, and hold short of runway 5 at Alpha. Continue on Echo, cross 27 left, hold short runway 05 at Alpha, November 38 Romeo. And approach 114 was compass clear of 27 left at Alpha, west taxi to the ramp. Cessna 114 Whiskey Papa, welcome to Ohio State, cross runway 5 at Alpha, taxi to Ramby Alpha. Cross 5 at Alpha, taxi to Ramby Alpha, 114 Whiskey Papa, thanks. Approach, this is November 19657, descend to 3005 knots. November 19657, roger.
Now, once again, I do want to thank everyone for coming in and flying this evening.
Approach Twin Cessna 3286 Yankee.
Flying is fun. It's always more fun when it's more than one, so thank you.
Twin Cessna 3286 Yankee, Columbus approach. About 20 to the northwest with Foxtrot and bound full stop, 3286 Yankee. 3286 Yankee, squawk 7317. 7317, 3286 Yankee. 38 runway across runway 5 at Alpha, followed to Twin Cessna. Cross runway 05 at Alpha, will follow Cessna. 3 Romeo. Hatch 321 under left base, runway 27 left.
Left base, 27 left, now hatch 321.
Twin Cessna 3286 Yankee, ready to contact 20 miles northwest of the Ohio State Airport. Verify altitude 3000, and you have information with Foxtrot on board. 3000 with Foxtrot 3286 Yankee.
.3286 Yankee sounds like my friend Paul, but I'm not sure if that's him or not. 20 miles or 16 miles out away from the Porta-John.
November 98 Delta Mike and a rate base. Correction rate downwind runway 27 right.
Right downwind 27 right, Twin Cessna Delta Mike.
Number 3286 Yankee traffic, 12 o'clock, 8 miles of Cessna 310, 3,1200. Traffic at site 3286 Yankee.
That is Paul.
Hatch 321, can we start to let down?
Hatch 321 VFR to set your discretion.
Roger, 321.
Columbus approach, November 19657, requesting to land at Rickenback, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base on runway 50 left.
What? 50 left. Rickenbacker, Wright-Patterson.
Cessna 10657. Roger, you can proceed direct to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base and Wright-Patterson altimeter 3016. What's your altimeter 3016? Hatch 321, wind 2604, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Clear land, 27 left, now hatch 321.
So since I am, since I'll technically have flight following currently, I'm going to maintain this frequency, but I'm still going to do my touch and go at Porta-John. Trust me, there's nobody else that's going to be there. Hardly anybody knows it's even there, so we'll be fine. Not going to make any traffic calls into Porta-John because again, there's going to be nobody necessarily coming into that field. And we're just going to be doing a touch and go.
Columbus approach, this November 19657, descending to 2,500 feet. Roger. Over 98 Delta Mike, traffic on the left base or the left side, wind 2604, runway 27 right, clear to land.
So let's
the traffic inside, clear to land,
make a quick,
right, Twin Cessna 8 Delta Mike.
let's make a quick jaunt over towards the west a little bit.
Right downwind 0927 right.
And let's intercept Interstate 71.
For the right downwind 27 right for 286 Yankee.
Interstate 71 is going to take us right to the Porta-John. The runway actually parallels.
Southwest 2250, flight level 180, descending via one second.
The runway parallels 71.
Descending via the Gale 3 arrival, runway 28 left at Columbus.
It's really an interesting approach.
Southwest 2250, Columbus approach, Columbus Delta 3016, squawk ident. Did you get that? Southwest 2250, radio contact. Position as reported, descending out of flight level 180. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry. Southwest 2250 against radio contact, descending out of flight level 180. Roger, 2250. Southwest 2250, flight present heading, descend and maintain 6000, vectors, visual approach runway 28 left. Descend maintain 6000, expect vectors, visual approach 26 left, Southwest 2250. It was visual 28 left, 28 left. Roger, 28 left, sorry about that, 2250.
Columbus is starting to come in sight. I see Molten Field several miles up directly ahead. About 7 miles away from Porta-John, and I do see Interstate 71. So let's drop down to 2,000 feet. Carpeed on, power back. We're just going to drop.
Astro 21, welcome to state. Taxi to the right via Charlie Alpha.
We're just going to drop down
Roger,
and
ramp, Charlie Alpha.
fly over the freeway.
3286 Yankee, traffic on a 2 mile final, runway 27 right. Would you like the left side? Yeah, please, if I could take the left side. 3286 Yankee. 3286 Yankee, roger. Runway 27 left, clear land, wind 260 at 4. 27 left, clear to land, 326 Yankee.
Okay, here's our 2,000 feet just about. They're 5 miles away. Alright, got about a 90 knot.
Approach. This is November 190657. I see field in sight. Skyhawk 19657, roger, and our left downwind runway 5 left. Roger, 5 left. Over 98 Delta Mike, welcome to Ohio State. Continue taxi on Echo, cross runway 27 left. Hold short runway 5 at Alpha.
Carpeed on.
We'll continue on Echo, cross 27 left, and we'll hold short of runway 5 at Alpha. 8 Delta Mike.
Alright, Delta Mike, disregard, hold short runway 27 left at Echo for landing traffic.
Copy, we'll hold short of 27 left at Echo for traffic. 8 Delta Mike.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Alright, my strip is in sight. We're going to be making a straight-in approach and doing a touch and go. Let's bring this power back some more. And trim for this descent. And we'll use our power to maintain our altitude. And this is Porta-John, 2 Oscar Hotel 8. Yes, that is the actual name of it.
Approach, good evening, Jet 50 Whiskey Juliet, 7 Southwest Estate with Foxtrot, inbound full stop.
Alright, pull this power back.
Jet 50 Whiskey Juliet, Columbus, approach, center left, downwind runway 27 left. Turn left, downwind 27 left, 0 Whiskey Juliet.
Power's all the way out, runway's made.
State, exit, you can taxi the ramp at your discretion.
Runway's made, flare, flare, flare. There's our landing, flaps up, full power, car feet off.
On Alpha, hold short runway 5.
Rudder for center, don't hit that marker, and airborne.
Hold short runway 5 on Alpha. You got the mic?
Positive rate, let's climb out at VY. Oh man, did my camera freeze? Alright, stand by. Hopefully my camera didn't freeze. Well, it might have frozen. Let's see here.
Southwest 2250 to
Yep,
718
camera's frozen.
718 4000, 2250.
Audio should still be good, so let me...
Number 198 Delta Mike, cross runway 5 at Alpha, give way to Twin Cessna entering the ramp opposite direction on Alpha.
We'll cross runway 5 off Alpha and we'll give way to traffic. Delta Mike.
So please stand by while we deal with these technical difficulties here. But our camera should be live again here in just a second. Alright, looks like we're good to go there. So when the camera gets really hot, it tends to shut down, and I have a fan on it. Sometimes it just doesn't quite do the job. So we should have live video again. So I do want to apologize about that that brief disruption. Hopefully it wasn't frozen for too long, and thank you for calling that out and saying that to me. Grandpa Herb, so thank you for bringing that to my attention. I can't always keep track of the video there. All right, let's unpause this. Where are we at? We just made our climb up from Porta-John. We're climbing out at VY. Get my seatbelt back on. Okay.
Helicopter 11816 under right base, runway 27 left, caution with turbulence for the right ignition jet.
Alright, we'll jump into right base 27 left, helicopter 16.
Southwest 2250, turn left.
Let's get up back up to 3000.
Descent down to 4000, please. About 360, descend 4000, Southwest 2250.
Alright, situational awareness right now, making a climbing ground speed of about 78 knots. Final destination is OSU. We're a few miles south of Bolton Field. We're going to be climbing up to about 3,000. I don't see any traffic around me currently. Let's go ahead and pull OSU's ATIS again so we make sure we have that updated weather information.
19657, looks like you landed on the wrong runway, sir.
053 Zulu. Web 260 at 4. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 5. Dew point -1. Altimeter 3016. Visual approach is in use. Landing runway 27 left and 27 right. Departing runway 27 right. Notice to intermission. Taxiway G light out of service. Advise on initial contact with current dated code. Advise on initial contact. You have information Foxtrot. Auto Stage University Airport 8 is information Foxtrot 0053 Zulu. Web 2.
Alright, Foxtrot's current at OSU. Technically, we just crossed into Bolton's airspace. We are under...
2250, turn left to 280.
We are under flight following.
Left 280, 2250.
So we're good to cross through here. And let's drop down to 2300, get under this shelf. Carb on, power back.
Helicopter 816, change plans, enter straight into runway 23.
Okay, straight in 23. Helicopter 16.
Southwest 2250, descend and maintain 2,500, field at your 12 o'clock and 15 miles, report site. 2,500, Southwest 2250, field in sight. Southwest 2250, clear visual, approach runway 28 left. Clear visual, 28 left, Southwest 2250.
Alright, we're about under the 2500 there. Yeah, let's go maybe 2300. That should give us some decent sightseeing altitude for the stadium. Let's level off at 23. Carb heat off. Trim for this. Columbus approach, November 8033 Foxtrot.
8033 Foxtrot, go ahead.
About 2 miles east of Bolton Field, 2,300. We would like to do a couple of right-hand 360s around the OSU stadium, then direct to OSU. Requesting traffic advisories.
8033 Foxtrot, that's approved. Just advise on your northbound direct to OSU.
Approved for the 360s. We'll advise northbound to OSU, 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you. So this will be kind of a twofold. We're gonna
Southwest 2250.
Check out the OSU stadium, and I'm gonna practice my turns around the point.
Clear left, clear land, winds advised, 2250.
So winds are calm. So it's really gonna be more easier than I would want it to be for my practice, because I'm not gonna take any wind correction into account. So let's just go fly through the city of Columbus real quick. And and then we'll proceed just slightly north to OSU Stadium, do some 360s around that, and then proceed direct to OSU. I probably shouldn't be doing this, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna just go down and fly through some of these models down here. We just need to make sure that we're away from the departure corridor of CMH. But I did request traffic advisory, so we should be good to go there. So this Columbus scenery package is by the same guy that did the Cincinnati scenery package that we did earlier. A lot of custom 3D models. Very, very, I think it looks really good for what it is. You know, granted it's been a couple years and some of the buildings have changed, but all in all, I can fly through this and definitely recognize it as Columbus. Repeat on. So we got an AEP building, Nationwide Plaza 1, 2, and 3. We got the Levesque Tower over here, which is going to be passing us on the right there. We got the courthouse building, U.S. Bank. Definitely a great model set. Now let's head over to the shoe.
Helicopter 11816, Longview, Ohio State. Proceed all the way down to the end. Exit left on Alpha and taxi ramp your discretion.
Alright, down to the end and Alpha to the ramp, but pursuit DTC, helicopter 16.
Actual aircraft is Information Echo, now current at Columbus Triangle line altimeter 3018.
Repeat off for our climb back up. And we'll be 2100 for these turns. There she is, power back. There's the Ohio State University Stadium. Oh, we gained about 200 feet there. 150 feet, didn't want to do that.
53 Zulu. Web 270 at 4.
Southwest 250, level
10.
Right turn Charlie left.
Clear below 12,000. Temperature 4.
Right Charlie left, Delta 5 to the rear, Southwest 2250, thank you.
3017. Visual approach is in use. Landing runway 27 left and 27 right. Departing runway 27 right. Notices to air mission. Taxiway G line out of service. Advise on initial contact with current Aegis code. Advise on initial contact. You have information Golf.
Golf is now current. I mean, I suppose those aren't terrible 360s for no wind. Columbus approach November 8033 Foxtrot, northbound from the stadium, direct OSU to land Aegis Golf.
Cessna 8033 Foxtrot, enter left base right 27 left.
Left base 27 left, 8033 Fox. Alright, so if we're going to enter the left base 27 left, I want to be over the river. That's kind of my landmark that I use. In the real world, that's the landmark that I use to establish my left base. $1900 is going to be pattern altitude. So we're going to hang out here, 1900 feet. So since we're not coming in on the downwind...
Okay, 233 Foxtrot, wind 270 at 4, runway 27 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 27 left, thanks for the winds, 8033 Foxtrot. So we need to kind of figure out where exactly I would be to be beam the numbers. So that looks to be about good. Showtime. Let's go ahead and power back. Carpede on. We're in the white arc. Go ahead and give me 10 degrees of flaps. And this will set us up for a nice final approach. Let's just maintain this 80. We want to maintain this 80 until we're on final. Then we want to grab kind of a 70. Beautiful. We are in the glide slope. Let's just maintain this pitch, maintain this speed. Maintain center line. Alright, bring that power back. Runways are made. Alright, we're over the runway. Let's hold it, 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 hold it. Hard landing. That is an inaccurate statement.
Cessna 8033 Foxtrot, go up to High City Airport, taxi to the ramp, your discretion.
To the ramp, my discretion, 8033 Foxtrot, thank you. Oh, what's that say over here? Squeeze between here. Welcome, Virtual USA Flying Club. Huh. Almost like they knew we were coming. Alright. Find this parking tee just for me. Okay. Alright, flaps up. I bet that's Melvin over there.
Hey, that was fun, Michael. Thanks for putting that together, buddy.
Hey Melvin, thanks for coming in. I greatly appreciate it. My first official event with Virtual USA, so I'm glad to see the turnout that I did. And always appreciate your company.
You did good, kid. Keep it up.
Alright, well I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and thanks for coming in.
Yeah, right back at you, buddy. Best to you and yours. God bless.
Alright, you have yourself a wonderful evening. Okay, let's see here. Let me grab that screenshot real quick. John, thanks for coming in. Thanks for flying. I really appreciate it. Duffy Fluffy, I think, well, technically my event goes to 10 o'clock, but everyone already done and landed. I may do some pattern work here. I'm not sure yet, but I do need to step out and take a quick break for a minute. Let me just set this parking brake on, lean out for just a little bit. I'll be right back. Alright. We'll switch back over to Unicom. I'm gonna do one or two in the pattern here, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I want to focus on square pattern.
Kilo Oscar Sierra Uniform Airport Information Lima 0015 Zulu weather wind 267 at 6 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 0 dew point -2 altimeter 3017 advise on initial contact you have information Lima Kilo Oscar Sierra Uniform Airport Information Lima 0015 Zulu weather wind 267 at 6 visibility 10 sky clear temperature 0 dew point
267 at 6, so we're gonna take 27 left. Parking brake off. OSU traffic November 8033 Foxtrot is taxiing 27 left. Left closed traffic OSU. And let's turn our taxi line on.
is going to be taxiing to runway 27 left via Alpha.
Okay, we'll stop here. Ohio State traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, taking 27 left, left close traffic. OSU. Carpeed off. Strobes are on. Grab that center line. And full power. Airspeed's coming alive. Let's rotate. Positive rate. Looking for VY. At OSU, they want us to make our turn 500 AGL, not 700. So I'm going to make my turn about 1,500 feet. There she is. Crosswind. OSU traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, turning left crosswind, 27 left, OSU. There's pattern altitude, 1900, there's my crosswind. OSU traffic, 8033 Foxtrot, turning left downwind, 27 left, OSU.
State traffic, November 75 Alpha Tango is going to be taking off runway 27 left for a left downwind departure, VFR to the southeast, Ohio State.
Ohio State traffic, 8033 Foxtrot, extending the downwind for the departing traffic, Ohio State traffic. OSU traffic, 8033 Foxtrot, turning left base, 27 left, touch and go, OSU. Alright, carpeed on, power back, showtime. OSU traffic, 8033 Foxtrot, left base to final approach, 27 left, touch and go, OSU.
State traffic, November 75 Tango is going to be turning left crosswind. Steve.
Flaps 1.
Ohio State traffic, November 75 Alpha Tango is turning left downwind. Runway 27 left.
Alright, we're over the runway. Complete this airspeed off. Flaps up. Full power. Rudder.
Ohio State traffic, November 75 Alpha Tango is going to be departing. The traffic pattern southeast, direct Popsy. Have a good night, Mike.
OSU traffic, 8033 Foxtrot, airborne off 27 left, making left crosswind, close traffic, OSU, and have a great evening. Thanks for coming in. Alright, this is going to be our last stop. I'm going to call it a night. Let's get up to that pattern altitude. Carpet off, because I forgot to turn it off when I climbed out. 1900, here's TPA. Alright, let's roll into our downwind. OSU traffic, 8033 Foxtrot, left downwind, 27 left, full stop OSU. Alright, we're being the numbers, show time, power back, carpet on. We're within our white arc, give me flaps 10. Let's pitch for 80. Good, there's our 45. OSU traffic, 8033 Foxtrot, left base 27 left, full stop, OSU. State traffic, November 33 Foxtrot, left base to final approach, 27 left, full stop, OSU. bit low, give some power. Carpet on, it is. Power back, runway is made. Fly it all the way down there. Okay. Let's see if we can make this next exit right here. I think we'll be alright. Yep. OSU traffic 8033 Foxtrot is clear at 27 left and taxiing to the west ramp OSU. The Ohio State University Airport. Okay. There we have it. Let's shut her down, secure this aircraft. Parking brake on. Avionics off, all of our lights going off. Flaps up. Make sure to lean. G5 off. Mags and master off. Let's grab our attack time out. 2398.6. So that is 2.2 we got on that one. Okay. I will see you guys all over at the FBO. Let me disconnect from VATSIM here. Okay. All right.
Well, there we have it. My first official event as host with the Virtual USA Flying Club. So I do want to thank everyone for coming in and flying this evening. Flying is fun for me, but it is always more fun when it is more than one. And you all are that more than one, so I can't thank you enough for coming in. New follow this evening that I want to say thank you for from the Absolute Menace. Greatly appreciate that follow. Was happy to have you aboard. Decent route today, all the way down from Lunkin to Claremont County, and then up to Wilmington Air Park, and to Oscar Hotel 8 private grass strip called the Porta-John, and then from there we proceeded direct to OSU after doing some 360s around the Ohio State University Stadium. So all in all, I think it was a great flight. Didn't run into too many issues or errors or anything, and for my first event as host, I think that we had a pretty decent turnout. I'm glad that Zid came through with some ATC, some coverage for us to come in or to handle our arrival. So grateful for Indy Center handling that. But yeah, I think I think it was a great event. See, I don't think that I really have anything else to discuss. Technically, the event is over at 10, but there's nobody else. Doesn't look like there's anybody else flying, so I think I'm just gonna call this one the event. Call it an end. Probably Monday is gonna be our next regularly unscheduled flight. Unless something comes up between now and then. I'm not sure that it will, though. Got the kids here this weekend and going to spend some time with the family. But again, I do want to thank everyone for coming in and spending time with me this evening. Let's see who we can continue sending some love to. Who else is flying? Tell you what, the Beach House is flying. He's also in X-Plane 11. He's got an amazing Beach 1900D home cockpit setup, full hardware, always kind of fun to watch. So we'll send you over to him. Feel free to tell him I said hello. If you can't stay for the stream, please just stay for the raid. And you all have yourself a wonderful evening, and we will talk to you next time. Take care and stay safe, and I appreciate you all.